Breaking earlier today, the California State Senate approving a bill allowing illegal immigrants to apply for the state's first-time homebuyer program, a program that provides buyers with a loan that allows them to purchase a house, no money down, no money down loans, no interest loans.
At a time when the median home sale price is almost $750,000 and when $1,500 a month gets you a 240 square foot apartment in LA, Democrat lawmakers want to give illegal immigrants a chance to get a leg up.
The Democratic assemblyman who pitched the bill telling Politico, quote, "We simply wanted to be as inclusive," there's that word again, "inclusive as possible within our policies so that all who are paying taxes here in our state were able to qualify." Joining us now, OutKick host and Fox News contributor Tomi Lahren. Tomi, just to be clear, this is a loan that can be used for 20% of a home's purchase price, up to $150,000. No money down, zero interest. The more that we keep as a nation, whether it's that loony bin, California, or anywhere else, giving illegals incentives to come here, you will not be able to build a wall high enough to keep them out.
Well, and again, this is so California, it actually hurts. I've never seen anything more California than this. It's also important to note that this program was actually launched in 2023, the California Dream for All program, and it ran out of money in 11 days. So there's really no funding for this program to begin with, but in the name of inclusivity, they want to give it another go, and they want to expand eligibility to people who really have no legal right to be in California. California has also about 11 million non-citizens. So if you thought this program dried up quickly before, wait until you expand eligibility. They already don't have enough affordable housing. They don't have enough infrastructure for the people that they have. And now you want to expand eligibility in a program that already has no money to 11 million plus people in California. The math is not mathing here. It doesn't make sense. But once again, as you mentioned, Dagan, this is just an incentive for more people to come across our border illegally. If you're going to give them health care, you're going to give them down payment assistance. If you're going to give them all of these things, why wouldn't they come? And if you're not giving them this assistance, you're probably going to give them a shelter or a hotel room to live in, especially if you're in a sanctuary city. So there is no reason for illegal immigration to decrease when you have Democrats in charge.
And the voters keep saying, you know what, take the money that could go to me and give it to the illegals. That feels really good. I don't know why they do it in California, but they do. But I want to move to this because the media likes to call it a candidate that's changing. Well, we call it here fraud.
On the subject of transnational gangs, let's be perfectly clear. The president's medieval vanity project is not going to stop them.
Let me be very clear. I'm not going to vote for a wall under any circumstances, and I do support border security. And if we want to talk about that, let's do that. Listen, when I travel this country, folks have plenty enough problems that they need their president to focus on instead of a wall.
But at the DNC, Harris got all tough and macho vowing to sign the bipartisan border bill that would, whether she knows it or not, fund Trump's border wall.
I know the importance of safety and security, especially at our border. Last year, Joe and I brought together Democrats and conservative Republicans to write the strongest border bill in decades. Here is my pledge to you. As president, I will bring back the bipartisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
First off, that was not a strong border bill, but that aside, you're going to fund a border wall, number one. She wants to frack. She wants to not tax tips. Listen, it looks like she's peeking at Donald Trump's test and going, I know what Donald's going to do. I'm going to say the same damn thing. She is a fraud.
Yeah, immigration is the #2 issue for American voters, so it's obvious why she's trying to pivot here. But I think you hit the nail on the head. I don't think she actually knows what's in the bipartisan so-called border bill, because if she did, I doubt that she would be for spending that unspent money on the construction of the border wall. So that's bad enough that she doesn't even know what's in the bill that she's supposedly advocating for. I think most of that bill is trash. I think it codifies illegal immigration and catch and release, but there are portions of it that Republicans would be in favor of, and unspent funds being spent on the construction of the border wall would be one of those things. I'm not sure Kamala's even aware of what's in that border bill, but she's going to do and say anything she has to get elected. And actually, she's going to say as little as possible to get elected. And then after the fact, I guess we're supposed to just wait and see what she's going to do to this country. It's going to be more of the same and likely worse. But we need to hear that from Kamala. If she has, in fact, pivoted on these issues, we need to hear it from her. But I'm not necessarily expecting that with a joint interview on CNN that is taped on Thursday.
It takes a strong woman to need a man at her side, right? She's running for the top job in the country, Tommy, and she needs him there as what, a pillow, a mouthpiece? Real quick.
Yeah, I think she needs a security blanket. I think she needs anything to take the heat off of her. And I think what we're going to see in this interview, and I hope I'm wrong, is more of that happy, happy, joy with the two of them vibing and making it seem like they're having a great time. I expect it to be light on policy, heavy on vibes, just like we've seen so far.
Tomi Lahren, thanks for being with us. We always appreciate it.